twos are right with me. Drew twos are right. Oh yeah. I'm Roy. Our coach destroyed. This is Horny. This is Calvin. We're here to talk about Dream Team. At the moment, wow, it's tough times. There's donuts everywhere. It's an absolute donut factory. Some of us do everything we can to avoid the donuts. Some of us do everything we can to eat more donuts. Calvin, how'd you go to the donut factory this week?
I got two. It was because of Mitch Robinson late withdrawal. I would have covered it with Dusty Martin if I had the chance, but no, I had to take the two. So Carlton, that goes to your boys, Roy. I'm not very happy about that.
Cool.
Still scored, still below par, and just kept me within inside the 2,000. What about you?
So what's that? You had Dustin Martin on your bench in the midfield.
Midfield and could have given him across. Yeah.
Would
have done it.
That's pretty disappointing.
Well, it was 100 points. Cost me 100 or 95.
I got 2,200. I only had the one donut. I was always taking a backline donut.
Yep.
And I had Elliot covering.
Yes.
Yeah, so I didn't care too much. That was pretty handy. 2,200. It was above par. Still dropped a bit though. Like I said in the past.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing because I know what's about to come up next.
Sorry. As I've said in the past, my par a little bit different to you guys. Mine's a bit higher.
Is it?
So I dropped. I'm 400th now.
Oh no.
Still wearing this though.
What, the Kobe top?
Well, I say still wearing it. I bought it out. No, I've got shit the last couple of weeks last 3 weeks for wearing the green vest. People are forgetting I'm still in the yellow jersey.
I thought of all things you would have been wearing an Archie top tonight after they got you out of the green vest, but you've gone for But you've gone for the yellow vest.
As a reminder of
the guy who is going to root Steph Rice playing in the Olympics.
I respect that as well.
Touche. Dog.
How'd you go? Tell him, Morty.
Go on, tell him you dug a hole, a deep hole. This is good.
I can't believe we're actually having a show.
No, I can't believe it.
I thought we were done here.
Where do you start though?
I don't know. Where does he start?
Just
tell me your score in that first.
Go through what you scored and then talk them through the events that unfolded.
2011.
That's all right.
That was last year.
And now 1907.
All right. So tell them what happened. What happened, dog?
Oh. Okay. You are lucky that there is a show tonight. You're lucky there's even a website.
Already. Look how ready he is.
I would too.
I'm about to tear up again.
I'm not surprised.
Again.
Alright.
The amount of time and effort you've put into your team this year.
I'm meticulous with it.
And you just did your nuts in one
dog, please.
episode.
Okay. This is like a community service announcement. Friday afternoons, I'm normally pretty good. I have a couple of beers. You know, I'll sit at my computer and just make sure it's right. Sometimes I'll even sit there until, 6:30, 7 o'clock to make sure that guys in my teams aren't subbed for that night, so I change things like that.
Well, I'd go as far to say you're anal.
Yeah. Well, this week...
Oh, not as an essential position.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I'm shaking. It's not good. Right, this week... I've got Greg Broughton, or I had Greg Broughton.
He's your love child. He's your love child. You love Broughton.
We're trying to keep this to
You would
within 30
never
minutes.
trade.
He was an out with a back injury. Okay, so that was causing a donut for me in the back line. Done little trades during the week. Reverse traded a few times. Fix the team back up. Put that guy on. Went to the pub on Friday afternoon. Bit earlier than normal. And
sorry about that.
Quickly did a reverse change.
It's called a reverse trade, dog.
No, they're called reverse change. If you look on the website, I've fucking looked at it 1,500 times this week.
They're called that.
Reverse changes. I did that.
Who would know?
Okay, so hit it. Went to the pub thinking, I've fixed all that back up. Now all I have to do is that trade when I find out those final teams. Sat at the pub, drinking my beers, kept checking to see who the subs were, so that this new guy that I was getting in Mark Bagley in this week.
Is this going to go for very
fantastic? All right, let's make it a short story then.
Please.
Let's make it dot points. I got Mark Bagley in. Alright? I got him in for who I thought was going to be Marty Clark, who wasn't playing. For some drunken reason, I've clicked on Greg Broughton. Traded Greg Broughton out. Probably a stroke of genius this week, but I've traded him out for Bagley.
Got lucky again.
With my 3 trades. And it's given me a couple $100,000 in the bank. What do I need that for with a couple of trades left anyway? So I've done that. Had to play Bagley. Bagley was shit, thinking that he might have got dropped. We'll get to teams later, but not good. What I'd also realised that I hadn't actually reversed all of my changes. So, this is where it started. It started with... Actually, I didn't find that out until Sunday. I just thought, oh yeah, Bagley's on my ground. Where's Broughton? I didn't know what happened to him on Sunday. I thought he just must have bloody vanished like a fart in the wind. Just something like that. Anyway, so then I worked out that I had Dixon on my ground and old mate Elliott on my bench. No emergency on Elliott. So I've got a donut there for that. Got a donut with bloody Robbo. And the worst of all, who was I locking in as captain? Oh yeah, Dane Swan. Shit. He's gone and pumped out that 165 and I've gone, oh, what have I done? What have I done? I started rocking. Realised that I had Matthew Boyd there as my thing. Right, he hasn't played yet. He's still a chance. He can do that.
Arr.
Matthew Boyd got me 80.
Arr.
You know what? The best part was he realised this at halftime of the Collingwood game.
Right.
Shit. Roy. Shit. I've done.
Doesn't he read Captaincy?
No, obviously not.
So I could have potentially been top 1,000 this week. Instead of wearing this freaking thing, this bloody pirate moron should be in it by a lot of points.
Hang on. Have you been unlucky this week?
I've been massively unlucky.
Do not get confused with stupidity and unluckiness. No one's been injured. You were just stupid.
We all know the Pirates are biggest alcoholic among the three of us, and he manages to get his team.
I've got to keep my roll going here, right, with the drunken sailor shit.
You don't panic Friday night. You don't have Friday night panic.
Rock solid.
Anyway, that's it.
So you seriously thinks he was unlucky?
No, it's stupid.
Good.
It was stupid.
So we can move on to something else now.
All right. Who wants to announce this? Because I don't want to bloody speak about this.
I don't know Pyro. Dane Swan. Golden Stubby this week. I actually don't think, yes, we expected Piggy to knock out something as big as a 165.
I was thinking 135.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a great on, well done, Pig, but I think there's worthier winners.
Do you?
Yeah, I think people just click on who they think was the biggest scorer for the week.
Oh, is this a regurgitation of that issue?
Yeah, to me, I clicked on Thomas Bud.
Oh, yes.
An unexpected 100-plus score.
Treloar was in that same category.
Lucky.
Yeah. Treloar, unexpected 100-plus score. To me, they're the Golden Stubby winners.
Well,
not the Pig, who consistently can knock out a 160 if he wants.
I like that. I like what you're saying. Now, I thought Treloar was a massive chance here with Robinson, a late withdrawal.
Yeah.
Would have come
great. Who have I got coming in?
Yep.
Treloar. Oh, God. Is he tagging? It could be another 30, which he has pumped out.
But people just jump on the highest score, and I'd like you to look to beyond that. Yes, a Swan's 165. Yes, you've got one Swan, you've got two because he's your captain. But look at the unsung heroes, I reckon.
On the flip side of this, I hate the negative slant you've put on a Golden Stubby award.
That's what I do, Roy. I love it.
It's Pig. It's 160, mate.
165.
Exactly. Well done, Pig!
Well done, Pig.
Yeah, exactly.
Wish he was my captain.
Do your vest back up first.
All right.
Don't unbuild.
No, I'm taking it off. If you want a good show here, I'm getting it off. I need to get something away. If he could do it last week,
did anyone
I'm doing it this week.
About it?
This is not good enough.
Eat it. I'm just doing this. Otherwise,
You better make sure this is.
all right, take over. You have the show. You do it.
Oh, here we go.
You know how to use it.
I'm saying you, everybody.
You honestly know how to do it.
Okay, Sam.
You can't even click buttons. All right, let's click the buttons, and I'm going to be up and about here. Rightio, the teams this week, we've got some big changes. Luke Hodge, Jimmy Bartell, and Alan Christensen are some of the big ins there early on. Taylor Adams is back for GWS, which might help a few people in this time of need. Devon Smith is another little dual position player that people might want. Marty Clark, good thing I held on to him because he's back this week. Matthew Cruiser also returns, and getting into the next sheet there we have Jared Redden, Darren Pfeiffer are back for Port. That is quite important for a few people. Nice to have cover on the bench in the rucks, and we've also got Nat Fyfe is returning. Could be an option for people to pick up. I think some people are even thinking about it. We'll get to that a little bit later. And Ryan Hargrave has made his return to Straw. Are you happy about that?
No, I'm not really.
No, you're not. Tory Dixon is back. Very, very, very important for the Warn Dogs in the forward line. Coming off the bench there. Sam Doherty is making his debut along with Stephen Wrigley. Now, Stephen Wrigley could be a massive,
He's a squirmy customer, that's for sure.
He is a massive option for people to be picking as an downgrade there because he is.
Doggy rat. Yeah.
Shut up. All right. So, that's what we've got. Alright, what about some of the outs? Now, this is where we're all actually going to be popping it. Now, Corey DeLulio is out with Jordan Murdoch, who some people did get as a forward downgrade, and they might be hating life at the moment. Not as bad as me. Kurt Tipper he's out. His head is not right, so he is actually going to see some sort of brain surgeon. I hope he doesn't see the same one that Cozzy saw. He'd be in a world of trouble. Tom Couch and James Magner have both been dropped. I'm sure that's making some people happy, but a lot of people unhappy, I reckon, those two being out. Now, for the GWS, there are a few outs there. Aylett, Bruce, Clifton, Ugle, Wiley, Wilson. Some people might have been on their radars there to get them in. Darley, well, he's not an in or an out, so therefore...
He's still an out.
He's still an out. All right, and Dale Thomas, still side bottom, and Darren Jolly. They've probably all been rested. However, they've all got little injuries next to their name. I think about still side bottom. It says a quad, so hopefully that's not too much of an issue. But that is causing us a fair bit of pain in the back line. Shane Mumford, that knee apparently it's going to last a week, but geez, he has been one sort of a headache for a lot of people, along with Sean Higgins. How many times do you reckon in the last 5 or 6 games of the season Sean Higgins has been injured?
Poor fella.
He's on that never again list, and he has been for about 2 years. For
yeah, and old mate Murray Newman there, the West Coast Eagles player, he is he hasn't made the cut there for their team. A few more changes. Make sure you check out the site and the teams like in the next 24 hours to make sure that you're all looking good, and if you've got assistant coach, those green dots are your friend.
Well, my biggest disappointment out of that rap that you just did was...
Wasn't it a good rap though first?
It didn't rhyme.
No, but
doesn't have
good raps don't have to rhyme.
The rhythm.
I needed one of these three to come back in. Shaw from his eye,
Yep.
Darley from apparently not being good enough, and Broughton from the fake back injury that he's holding. Because
hot dog did.
Should have.
Well, I'm going to have to this week. I'm sick of taking zeros from those three. I'm considering trading.
And just before we go any further, we get like millions and probably thousands and trillions of messages a week. How many trades do we have left? I've got less than a handful. Destroyed?
I've got less than 3 fingers full.
Dog?
Had 3 last week, wasted 1 last week, down to 2, and I'll waste 1 this week trying to patch up my mistakes. So I'll be down to 1.
Good on you.
All right.
Way to be truthful.
Yeah.
I lied. Not very happy with you, Woody.
Oh, I was picking
No.
I don't know if he was.
I
think he was risky.
No. Yeah. Okay, I got a risk
didn't pay off.
Who have you got as captain this week?
Oh, it's probably still sitting on Boyd.
Show me, because this will basically just seal it.
Nah, it's got the pig.
Show me your phone. Load it up.
It's got the pig.
I'm going to talk while you load
It's
it
got
up.
the
Boy,
pig.
can you monitor this,
Yeah,
please?
I've got the pig.
Because he does sneaky
I don't know.
moves.
I reckon he's trying
Right
to
here.
make up ground on you.
Right, this week, you've got to go to the pig. He
I'm
plays-
making up 2 points. I'll get that just from bloody sneezing. Right.
This week, you've got to go Dan Swan or any Collingwood player against
Well, we'll see,
GWS.
won't
They play it, say that down for me, Sakota.
Who's he got?
Skona.
Boy!
Yeah, I haven't changed it yet. I'm sick of it. I hate Dream Team.
I've got a confession to make.
Top 500 in Supercoach, though. Yeah.
I've got a confession to make. I changed your captain earlier when you went to the toilet. And I did it at the pub as well.
Back to back.
Yeah.
You did it last week, Jared, as well.
I did it last week when you went to the toilet pub.
Got him! Yeah! No. Don't even joke.
I
about
didn't
stuff.
do it. Pirates don't joke.
Look.
He's got goosebumps, has he?
No. These wrists.
Ex-girlfriend. Right, here we go. Dane Swan plays GWS. Any Collingwood player this week is going to Skoda Stadium for a percentage boosting win. They have the lowest percentage of the top 6 teams they need, and every other team in that top 6 has played GWS.
Yeah.
But Calvin,
Yes, Billy.
haven't teams been underachieving against GWS?
Yes, they have. But only teams that haven't gone at 100%. So you look back about 3 weeks ago when Hawthorn played them, did them by 160. 11 players hit 100 plus. Massive, massive, massive. Now, Dog, if you can flash up that graphic, hit it. Boom.
There it is.
Here are some scores of some guns who have played against GWS this year. And look, as you'll see, guys like Rocky have done well, Chappie, Stevie J, even Delidio to a lesser extent, and Boyd won 13. But the other guys there haven't actually dominated as much. They played them earlier in the year.
Yep.
They played them earlier in the year. At that point, GWS was a bit of a laughing stock. Now it comes down to the business. It's like business time. These guys need to get a percentage boost. Do you guys agree with me when I
I
say
think
that?
that is the key.
Definitely.
These guys,
It's a massive
these
percentage
guys
I need to get.
are significantly lower percentage-wise
Yep.
than some of those other big dogs.
Yep.
Now, it is massively relevant. Like,
Bloody oath,
rarely
yes.
do you see in the AFL
This year.
a chance
Yeah.
to purely play someone as a percentage boost. Rarely is it relevant as
Yep.
well. Both of them this year are amazingly relevant.
This year is huge because of, well, the fact that, like, if it was Melbourne teams all doing well, maybe it wouldn't be the same thing. But having Adelaide, Sydney, and West Coast up there, you want to do everything you can to not have to travel there.
Well,
in that
exactly
first round
right.
final.
So we're basically discussing this because we think the Collingwood guys are going to rock up there with the intention of smacking up Giants by 130 to 140 plus. As I said earlier, Hawks did them by 160 and basically set a precedent of what other teams needed to do.
Have to do.
So
They
now,
have to.
with Steele being rested, who else do we say? Jolly
Jolly, Daisy,
and Daisy. Basically, Collingwood...
Harry O'Brien.
No.
Is that rested?
No, he's probably dropped. It's basically Collingwood saying, okay, we're going to rest these guys, but the rest of you need to smack the crap out of them. Piglet, Swanee, my boy, it is your time to shine. Once again this week, 165 last week. He could potentially have 50 touches. Him and Beams are both going to be very good inside Pendles. I think the top scorer is going to be the guy who can kick the 3 to 4 goals.
It can be hard, as much as, like, Bucks will be talking it up.
Yep.
It can be hard sometimes
To be
fully
motivated.
switch on and motivate against
And that worries me
a
about
lesser
the pig.
team.
But the pig clocks his points up with uncontested marks. It's cheap marks. So if he's not got it, if he doesn't have any attention on him, which he probably won't, he will just, here's a cheap mark, run up, there's an easy 6 points. So he will be filling in the gaps. So times he scored low this year, now let's not, like his lowest score is 95 and he only played 3 quarters. He's only had like 2 marks those days. So he will get heaps of uncontested marks and rip it. Now, if you don't like him, you don't like any of the Collingwood guys, the guy you've got to be looking at is Gary Adler. Don't forget, Gary Adler has a smashing record against Sydney and he's back at Metricon where he's averaged 132 in his last 3. He has been pretty good in the last 2 weeks, 143, 128. And Yes, we've talked about his inconsistency of a 140, then an 80 and all this. He's going to be very good against Sydney and probably will be for the rest of the year. If you want to go for a bit of a roughie, Matty Boyd knocks in at my number 5. He plays St Kilda. Get this. 146 on him this year. 143 last year. Clinton Jones went to Cooney. Probably won't do that again. He'll probably go to Griffin. Boyd runs free. Smacks out 2 140s in a row against them. And under Eddie Hag, he's a pretty good option.
Didn't you say Boyd was good last week as well?
Well, you went in. You've got him clicked on again. What are you getting at? Don't take out your stupid, incompetent stupidity on the pirate because you can't click on the right person.
What's next, Roy?
You.
Well,
going to my shed and hanging yourself.
I've had.
Can't wait for you to bloody get known this week. I've got a full team, by the way.
Oh, well done, mate. You've trained your ass to get it. Well done.
They've got more trades than you do. Do they?
Handful.
Less than a handful.
Touche.
Right, you two, with your little squabble. I've been getting heaps of tweets this week. People asking me, who do you
think's going to win MasterChef and things like that.
I have been getting that because I do a couple of OTTs. But people asking me, who should I be getting in each position? So I went through it today just to find a few facts. People are looking for it, like we're going into finals. There's only a couple of games before finals. People looking for form, unique players, and someone that's affordable.
And a bit of a run home maybe as well.
Yep, run home. I did take that into account. So here are my players in each position. Defender. Now, I have to give you warning about this, and you're going to get on my ass for it.
I won't.
But injury is a massive concern.
Do not say Jack Grimes.
I can't help myself.
You dickhead!
He's the informed defender of the competition. Grimesy is coming off scores of, he's had 135 in his last two.
Got lucky with him.
Oh, got lucky. You've got to work.
Is he a good player?
Yes, of course he is.
If
Not
he's
a
playing,
good player.
if
Grimes
is playing purely in the midfield.
Pause! One of the greatest dream teamers out there.
If you were to pick
That's
players
a
based
big,
on dream
ridiculous,
team,
stupid call.
you're an idiot.
Yes,
Players based on dream team ability, he would be probably almost the best pick in the back line ever. Like Roy's saying at the moment.
Ever.
For this year.
Jeez.
Oh, for the last 2 years. 3 years. He has got that much potential.
He's gone overboard.
No, he's got that much more potential. What, you probably would have said, living in the past, Goddard. Yeah, he's good this year, isn't he? Who would you say are the best in the back line this year? Yep, Deledio, I'll give you that. Would he be, name me 4 others that are better than Grimes for ability?
Scotland, there's 2.
There's 2. Birch has been pretty sharp for his price.
Grimes has got more DT potential than Birchall.
God, you might as well.
He does. You might talk about...
You idiot.
Potential.
Okay. I'll
ceilings. That's what I'm talking
about.
God. He's got a bit of uniqueness, owned by only 7% of the competition, and he plays GWS and Gold Coast in his run home.
Yep, he's had an easy run.
There's a couple of easy games there. As I was saying at the start before your little argument, massive injury risk is Grimesy, but hey, there's nothing to lose. He'll play through minor injuries because Melbourne are going no.
He hurt himself last week and still came out and busted that.
Yeah, he hurt his ankle. So in the midfield, Scott Pendlebury, since coming back from his injury, like for people like me that held him, like it was the worst hold in the history of Dream Team probably because it lasted so long. But now that he's back, he's got a couple of massive hundreds in a row, and well.
117, 143 from my memory, right?
And between rounds 4 and 8, I think his lowest score was 113, which
114.
Is ridiculous.
My memory is correct.
Bullshit.
Hey,
and you'll get some nice instant reward from him this week.
I'm expecting him to run home with an average of 120, competing with the best players in the competition. So Pendlebury is my midfield pick. Ruck, who do you think I've picked there?
I hope you've gone for Marrick.
Jacobs or
cheap,
McElroy.
but I also think you might have touched on your boy Gold.
No. And Roughhead. Roughhead has been unbelievable these last few weeks. In his last, I think it's
nobody though. Does that pay?
Doesn't matter. In his last 8 weeks, his lowest score is 85, and he's everywhere. He's going down the back to get marks, going forward to kick goals. Jared Roughhead, a lot of people stayed away from him because there was that concern about returning from an Achilles tendon injury, which is obviously high risk. Dickheads like Robert Walls said he will never play ruck again because putting too much pressure on the Achilles. Well, he has played it again. He's basically like an extra on-baller, and he does it well, not like Cruiser. So he's an amazing player. You know, his projected average over the last, how many games we got left? 6 or 7. It's 106 every game bar 2 of them, I think. Wow. So, yeah. And his run home is 3 straight hundreds for the final. So get on Roughhead in the ruck. Forward. Back to old school. What do you reckon? Pav.
Oh, yeah.
No, it is Pav. Pav is back in his forward role and he's kicking goals. He's absolutely dominating.
Like we said a couple of years ago.
I think the only person up there with his average over the last 5 in the forward line, I think it's only Beans.
Yeah.
So Paddy's average. Paddy's projected to be the highest Super Coach scorer this week.
Right. Really?
That's amazing.
Yep. So that's the interesting thing with him. He's probably one of the only players that you'll find that has potential to play midfield, but scores better as a forward. That's a pretty amazing.
So Pav's my forward pickup. That's it from me.
Well played, Destroy.
Thanks.
Good on, Roy.
Yeah,
cheers. That's very, very
informative. Best came through.
It did.
Love it. Alrighty, it is time to do some tweeting. Twitter. We've got quite a few that have been coming through. Here's some of those. Right, let's get straight into this one here. And this is from Daniel. Giles versus No Jolly or Redden playing with Lodi. Who would you have on the field out of them? So Giles, who is playing against No Jolly, or would you have Redden, who is playing with Lodi?
That's a no-brainer. I would assume it would be Giles' piece of piss.
Have you seen what Giles has done, though?
It doesn't matter. He's not going against any ruck, and Giles has the potential to score 100. That's a no-brainer.
Giles has been pathetic for a long time.
Yeah.
Redden with Lodi has scored 75.
He's still
the other week.
Yeah.
So
he gets the ball.
He gets the ball. I can see the dilemma.
No-brainer. I would say Giles.
Yeah. Hey, of course
you'd back in Giles.
Easy.
However, it's not as no-brainer as what I think.
I understand what he's trying to say, but for me, it's I would go, no, easy, done, tick.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right.
Giles,
that's how he trades. All right, next one is from Dane.
It's not supposed to mean knob. Don't lecture us on trading. Alcoholic.
Shut up. Should I trade Gibson to Fife and then swap him forward to save myself a donut? It's his last trade, and he's ranked 64th overall.
Doing
pretty well. I like it.
Do it.
You're going from Gibson, who has been pretty good, but you're going to Fife, who is a DT god. There is risk, obviously.
Should he hold off maybe for this 1 week with a chance of Submarine? 5 being sub in his first game back.
Submarine, what's he got to say?
Well, do you know what I do have to say about 5 being sub?
I'd like to know.
I think 0 chance of a green vest.
Whoa!
They will give him every chance to run the game out. Okay. If he's looking,
sluggish.
Yeah, sluggish. 10% chance of a red vest.
Takes 2 to
He's going to be playing the game out.
I think so too. He had an op. It's not like he's coming back and it might pop out again. I guess it could.
But he's been doing
he's
He's been training hard. He's been training hard and he's been doing a truckload of running. I think Fife's there for the long haul this year.
I really like that trade. And it gives you the flexibility with that too.
And as I said, the guy who runs Supercoach had 0 trades in round 13 or 14 last year. So, mate, you're sitting at 64, run the gauntlet,
go for
do the trade, go for it. No one cares if you finished 121st.
They don't. That's the truth.
No one cares if you come there, mate. They only care if you come maybe the top 5 or top 10. So go for it.
Rolling the dice is fun. All right, next question is coming in from Tim Tastic. My missus has no idea about AFL Dream Team.
Tim Tastic.
But he's picked she has picked my captains the last 3 rounds, and they have killed. Should I trust her? So should he trust his missus picking captain's captains?
Oh, whooper! What's wrong with you, dude? Pick your own captains. You don't pick your own captains. I pick them for you. She picks his captains.
Yep.
Oh boy, well, what are her criteria?
Dude, don't let your missus pick captains unless she's picking off our website. Basically, that's what it comes down to. If she's going off our website, then you're going to have a problem. This week, Swanee, Beams, Ablett, you can't go wrong.
Hats off to her though if she's showing a bit of form.
And she's
coming off last week. Female winner, if you don't mind.
In the female round, right? And we've got a woman. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go watch it, you see.
All right, that is DT Talk Live for this week. Thank you for watching. Big, short and sharp episode. 6 rounds to go until... 6 rounds to go. 2 weeks of normal rounds, roster matches. Do what you can to get yourself into those finals. And
burn trades to get into the finals.
Yeah, burn.
If you can knock off a tight ass holding their trades, if you can get them out of 8th spot, go into the finals with 0, run the gauntlet, I reckon.
Because come finals time, especially in the last few weeks, a lot of late withdrawals, a lot of all that rubbish. Luck of the draw, ride it out.
So it would be handy to actually hold it.
Good call.
See you next week.
See ya.